Hey, how's it going? This is your daily sweet talk for April 23rd, 2023. I couldn't really think of anything to talk about today, and I'm tired. So I'm going to try to do a virtual. I'm not usually I would make up a story, but I did that recently. I'm gonna do a virtual, not virtual, mental tour of my kitchen, and describing the storage I have in my kitchen. So there's the fridge, obviously. There's the fridge, and I have it's one of those fridges cut and divided in half. This would probably take more than 5 minutes, honestly, but so it's one half is a freezer, one half is a fridge, and I honestly don't need that much space for the freezer, but I also don't need that much space for the fridge. Actually, the freezer's a little bit thinner than the fridge, so yeah, whatever. Um, so and on my fridge I have the top section is mostly drinks because it's the tallest section, so it's the only drawer shelf that can fit drinks on it, or hold juices. Yeah, so it's pretty much all just drinks up there. Second shelf is miscellaneous. It's mostly the other shelves are mostly miscellaneous, but there's also a bread drawer filled with bread. A lot of old bread because I think I'll give it to the chickens, and I never get around to giving it to the chickens. Um, Old bread meaning like because I don't ever eat the end pieces. Because what am I gonna do with that? I could, but I don't. And then on the inside the door, condiments, stuff like that. My fridge is never really full. It gets to like a good amount of full sometimes if I'm making more food, but it's never I'm cooking for one. I have food for one, so it's never really that full. Yeah, condiments, the milk I keep in the fridge door, um, applesauce. What the hell? Am I bleeding in my mouth? And in the freezer, there's a stack of frozen dinners on the second shelf. The top shelf. What's on the top shelf? I don't know. I know there's stuff on the top shelf, but I can't think. Oh, like frozen corn, frozen peas, and stuff like that, in an unused skull-shaped ice cube tray. Because the ice I feel like evaporates when before I get a chance to use it, so I don't. And there's also an ice maker which I don't use. I don't know how to use. I don't know how to set up. Second shelf, frozen dinners, some other frozen stuff. There's Fruit Loops waffles in the back right now, which I don't really want to eat. I haven't gotten around to eating. Bottom shelf is ice cream. Yeah, and then and on the inside the door is frozen dinners for the next few weeks. I eat 2 a week. Okay. I'm mostly just talking about food storage. The shelf. No, the table. I mean, the table has air fryer on it, and electric stovetop. I have an oven, but I don't. It's a pain to use, so I use the electric stovetop usually. And then metal like cup filled with like ladle, spatula, stuff like that. The wooden Garfield spatula I got from the Garfield Gathering, that's in there. I tried to use it once, but it kind of was splintering a little bit, and I was like, I would rather just keep it in good condition. Um, it's more decorative, I guess. Yeah, I'm about to run out of time. What else is on the table? I have a bunch of fortune cookies I laid out on the table. Um, uh, from which probably some of them are stale, but I'm like, I don't want to put them away because I know they get stale quickly. So I put them on the table so I'll remember to eat them, but I don't know which ones are the oldest ones, so they just kind of collect, and then I never get to remember to eat them, and I never get around to eating them, so they're just there. I should probably just throw them all out at this point, but it feels like a waste because I know they're not all bad. Maybe they are all bad at this point. I don't know when the last time I got food was. Some wrappers might be on the table that I wanted to collect. I cleared it recently, so maybe not. I do have a bunch of Snapple bottles under the table that I need to clean because I collect those. All right, I'm out of time.